I'm walking uphill to my spot. It's not my spot, but it's a spot I like to go to. Hopefully it's open. But as I walk on this path, I decided to make a quick live because that's something that I can control. So, funny enough, that's going to be the topic of the live. What can you control, or focus on what you can control? And I just got a quick burst of inspiration. I decided to put the camera on and walk, and well, I was walking already. I decided to talk. I'm about to start breathing heavy because I'm going uphill. He, he. It's early in the morning, so I'm not there yet, but it's coming. But yeah, real quick, I just wanted to say, like, yeah, yeah, when you're young, or like when you're reliant on help, there's not gonna be a lot that you can control. But and realistically, everybody is relying on help at one point in their lives. Even if it's you waiting on the mailman to deliver your package. For me, right, I'll tell you guys the current situation. Waiting on a check. Like you do a service and then, you know, you do what you gotta do, but you might be in a position where it's outside of your hands. So what you gonna do? You gonna push up to the facility and you gonna go rah rah? Or are you gonna conduct yourself as a smart businessman that understands the world doesn't revolve around you, right? For me, right, I do music, so like part of that industry is having like a character that you can like bank on, right? But for me, I've tried to enter this game me, myself, like just me, like no character. Like you'll see spurts of me like delving more into my personality and being goofy and stuff like that. But for the most part, the way I'll act in public is similar to the way I'll act in front of my mom. You know what I mean? I don't really bend or conform who I am. People know me as what they know me as, you know? And for me, I believe it's a stand-up individual. So that being said, right, let's say you get into a situation where someone owe you chicken, right? Now you could go into that person's facility or workplace and beat the dog shit out that individual or just cause a scene, right? Me, I'm 24. In my head, that makes sense. The music I listen to, sometimes they be saying that. Play with my money, you swear it's the shit bag, da-da-da. You know, stuff like that. But then you think about it and you like, yo, like, that's not my character. That's not who I am. I'm more of the person that's gonna walk in there firm. I'm gonna stand on my tongue. I'm gonna communicate what I gotta communicate. I'm gonna do it well, and I'm gonna keep my composure. Because when I think about it, in most of the scenarios that I've been in, the key trait that I love about myself the most is being able to remain calm and like the poker face, if that makes sense. Like I can keep a poker face in the most intense situations. Call my bluff. I'm not saying I'm not scared on the inside or that I'm not panicking the way that everyone else is panicking, but Allah has blessed me with the ability to keep it together in those moments, or at least on the surface make it appear that it's together. So I'm saying all that to say, focus on what you can control. You control yourself and how you react to anything. It might, like, everything might illuminate to you being in a place where you should snap or react. But I don't know where I'm at my age of 24, doing what I'm doing, knowing where I'm projected to go, like #1 draft pick, all that. Why fuck it up with individuals that I'm seeing where they're, you know, and like, you got it. You know what I mean? If you feel like you're winning because you muscling somebody chicken that they work for, it's only so long that you can play that game until, you know, either I get my chicken or you say, you know what, then it wasn't meant for me. Because not all, in my opinion, not all money is good money. And even though I am in pressing times right now, I'll never be pressed. My faith in Allah, my faith in myself is way too strong and high for me to be in a position where I will crash out over anything like that, you know? Especially something as minuscule as money. Because let's say I go in there, I get a charge, come out. When I get out, those are the same people that I'm going to have to go to see. So now I put myself in an endless loop. Versus being in a position where I maintain order and respect. And shit, maybe they just tested my character. You know, you never know. Now this person might put me on based on how I reacted in this situation. You know, so being a younger individual, it's not easy to see it like that or to see it from a long-term point of view. Thank God, I think it's open. I think the bench is open. From a long-term point of view, but for me, that's what I'm trying to do. You know, I'm trying to put myself in a position where, like, I'm mastering myself because I plan on being an individual with a lot of influence, and with influence comes fuckery. With influence comes those type of things, you know. Plus, you know, pulling out McDonald's sandwiches out the bag, out the fanny pack. You don't know nobody doing it like me. Quick little bite. Quick little bite. Okay, so I'm about to roll up. So see it this way, right? Oh, am I sneeze again? Okay. See it this way, right? You could be the young individual that people can predict you to be. The young individual that you've been projected to be. Maybe even based on past experiences. Because again, people that know me out here, I am a reactive individual. I will react. I won't react in a way where I'm crashing out, but I will reflect a mirror in your face so fast that you will think that I'm disrespecting you. The whole time I'm just doing exactly what you're doing to me. For an adult though, they may take that like, oh yeah, and now you going tit for tat. That's the cycle I found myself in right now recently, and that's where I'm like, all right, I'm an adult too. I gotta stop seeing it like that because I keep saying an adult, but I'm an adult. You gotta get out that kid mindset. But hey, you see that shadow work right there, live on camera? Yeah, see that? That's that shadow work. That's how you, yeah. That's how you do it. But reacting in a way is like how individuals project you to react or how they expect you to react. You're not doing anything but reinforcing what is like known, you know? And when I say reinforcing, like you're proving them correct, right? You're proving them, uh, you're proving them correct in a way like where they can now be like, see, I told you. You don't want to be in a situation where someone can literally paint out a scenario and they can guess your every move. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody could set a trap and you go for it exactly how they expect you to, that is very dangerous. That means that someone or individuals have they have you down pat. And one of the best things about being a man is those spurts of unpredict, unpredictability. I don't know how to say that term right now, but you don't want to be predictable or fully predictable. You know, you have to put yourself in a position where people are guessing too, because when individuals have to guess to figure out what it is you're gonna do, they have to see it through. Like they have to engage and they have to go through the journey that you go through, if that makes sense. Versus when you're in a position where you react like too much of the same way in similar situations, people can set traps for you. People can put you in positions, one, that you don't want to be in, and two, where you're fight or flight, and now, yeah, your true character is going to show, but you want to make sure you're in a place where you can at least know that if you make a decision, if you decide, all right, this is how I'm about to play it, you can stand on it 20, 30, 40, 2 days, 4 days, a week, a month after the fact. I'm trying to get better at reacting so that later on when I reflect, I'm not having those moments where I'm like, damn, why'd I do that? Because I don't like those moments where I'm like, damn, I know I could have played it better. You know? I usually like it when if I make a decision, I'm like, oh yeah, that was smooth. I'm just talking about when you're reflecting on what it is that you do or what it is that you did. When you reflect, you want to know like, all right, bet. I did something here, even if it was something that they wouldn't have done. At least I know I can stand on it. And that's the question I ask myself. Like, if you know me in real life, like intimidation is not something that I have to seek for. Based on the interactions you go by day to day, you could tell when someone is intimidated or if and first of all, intimidation doesn't make you a man or nothing like that. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just saying you don't abuse your power that God gave you, right? I had conversations with my old head Hop Day many times where he used to tell me like, you come across different than how you think. You think that you're just like this kid, but nigga, you're a big guy, and your face, the way you stare, da 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 da, right? And this is an older man. This is a man 60 plus. So I'm in my head listening to him. At first, the kid in me is like, no, no, no. I'm trying to, like, nah. But then I'm listening to him and I'm watching him talk to me. He not scared of me. Pop, yeah, I don't care how old he is, bro. He'd beat the shit out of me today. He'd smack me right in my face if I really played with him, like if I did that to him, you know? So that being said, and get you an OG. Get you if you're young like me, 24, 20s, whatever. Find someone 60 plus that you can have access to that you could just learn from consistently. I don't know how you do it. Allah did it for me. You know, during a certain time, we don't talk every day anymore, but for a good 2 years, I had a 60-year-old man. Like he didn't study me, but he put me in many situations where he could watch me, and then he gave me feedback in real time. And bro, that's a cheat code. That's a cheat code that a lot of men don't get to have, and I'm blessed because it kind of made up for the times where, like my folks, you know, at least in the childhood phases, because in the childhood phases, that's when I really needed it. You know, you can't be. Well, it's for me, that was my situation. For me, I was 24, 20, you know, my early 20s is when I'm really starting to get the lessons, if that makes sense. Versus when I was young, I was just free falling or free forming how I was playing it. Like I was just doing what I was doing, if that makes sense. But focus on what you can control, which is yourself. Don't be too predictable. Like, if anything, lean more towards unpredictable. And your perception now, only the people around you are the ones that are going to remember it. And that's not, I guess, a bad thing. Because in my head, I used to get really upset. I used to be like, damn, like, I'm struggling right now. And like, I used to get tight, like, damn, like, and I see so many routes that niggas could take to, like, you know, quick gratification. But I'm like, nah, this path that I'm on feels like it's the one for me, right? So you might beat yourself up and be like, I can't do this, I can't do this. But what can you do? I could wake up every day and know that I'm good. Know that I have a family that love me. Know that I love myself. Know that I have gifts and abilities that not a lot of people on this earth have. A lot of people attempt, but it takes a certain few that get the blessing of Allah. So take it a day at a time, bro. Be patient. Your time is coming. All all the this journey, they always say these are the parts that you're gonna miss and remember and long for when shit switches. That's why I'm recording as much as I can. I'm not trying to bank off of or make content out of like my life. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do that, but right now, if you're me, bruh, this is the time where I can express myself cleanly without any uh, without my thoughts being misconstrued, like without someone trying to perceive me in a different light. You know what I mean? Like these are the lives where, or the lives, it gives me the platform to be myself fully and to say what I feel and to articulate myself how I want to, you know? And I just know that in 10 years, when I come back and watch these videos, I'm going to be proud. I'll be like, wow, this was a kid that did not have it figured out, but intelligence was there, you know? Um, the mindset was correct, you know? I got my vices, bro. I have vices. I have a lot of vices in my life. I'm knocking them down one by one, but I have vices just like any young man. The difference is between me and other young men, I take my life serious where I'm at right now. trying every day to be the best man that I can be. And I started early in my 20s. I didn't start like I've been on this path, you know? So, and it's documented. So, focus on what you can control. You don't got to be angry or mad all the time, bro. Like at the end of the day, you know what it is you're trying to do. Um, just keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. I'm talking to myself and to any viewer that this might make sense for while they're watching it. Because that's the beautiful thing about this earth. Whatever I'm saying right now, somebody will resonate with it and it will make sense to them. So if what I'm saying is making sense to you right now, thank you for first of all watching this far. Go down and leave a comment or like. And then shit, like, but don't be mad, don't be upset, bro. Just understand it happens to the best of us in life. Like I had to spit real quick. Understand that this life shit, it punishes us on all levels. Even the people that are having the lives that I feel like I want right now, they have their own stresses that I could probably not even imagine, if that makes sense. That being said, these stresses that I'm facing right now, instead of allowing them to break me, the only thing that's bothering me though, usually I can have my music that I can play or record. That was usually how I did it. Like I would overindulge in the music, but I think my environment started to see that that's all I cared about. So my environment took the music away from me, recently at least. So now it's been a month I haven't been able to record. At it's like it's cool, but like it just slowed down reality for me, you know, because I was going so fast, just recording, recording, recording. It kind of puts you in like a wormhole or like a, you know, like you go into this time travel thing and you're just going, going, going. Whereas when you gotta slow down, you gotta take life and appreciate it for what it is. You have to take the lessons. You actually have to slow down with time, you know. So I don't know where I'm at right now in my life. It just feels like this is the calm before the storm. And that shit kind of scary. Scary because I'm telling you, when you're on a path and you don't know what's happening, like it's out of your control in some aspects, that is very, for a person that wants to be in control of everything, that is so, like I'm facing, that's my big fear. Not being able to control everything, I guess. The bird, like, yeah, nigga, do that shadow work. Not being able to control shit, you know? And now, like, I'm telling you, like, Battle of Generations, Gotham Chess. Oh, they're having a chess live stream, I think. Chess, they're doing chess live stream. I need to get back on my chess grind. If anything, I could become a grandmaster by 30. Hell no, that's 6 years. Oh, they said average 8 years, and I ain't average. Shit, I could probably become a grandmaster in 6 years. Nah, maybe not six, cause I don't have the foundation. Actually, I learned chess, like the rules of chess, when I was in maybe fifth grade, sixth grade, and there was this kid named Larry. He had like cornrows, and this is when I was going to private school, and his name was Larry. He had cornrows. He taught me chess. My lips is ashy. Not too much, but yeah. Damn. I hit the J, but I don't got hit it on camera. You hear me? I'm not there with the brain. Also, don't judge. Don't be a judger. You know what I'm saying? Don't be no judger. If you didn't go to school and become a lawyer and then work your way up to becoming a judge, I don't want to hear squat. You hear me? When I was learning chess back then, though, I didn't care. I was just like, oh, cool chess, but like, it was harder than checkers. So I was just like, I'll just play checkers. Now I have this infatuation with chess because I learned that that's what life is. Life is who can make the best play at the best moment. You can always make a play, and you could go blitz mode too. But realistically, sometimes being patient and letting your opponent go for it first is the best play because then he reveals his hand. And then once someone revealed their hand, that's that. I seen a video recently of Samuel L. Was it Samuel L. Jackson or was it Denzel? One of them were playing chess. They were playing with a young actor in the scene, and the actor, either Denzel or Samuel L. I think it was Samuel L. Was talking about the chess moves, and he was basically like, "You go for the queen for an individual that wants like that, like for an individual that he just care about one. You go for his queen. Once you put him in a position where he's exposed, because he can't focus on what he actually do, he focuses on his girl now. He's like, oh shit, my girl's out in the open. They said that's when you make your best move on an individual like that. You know what I mean? So just even seeing a video like that on my timeline, that was just like, damn, like that's knowledge. That's cold. Like that's that makes sense. You know? Focus on what you can control. And you can't control everything. It's not that's not what life is. Life as a man I thought was controlling everything around you. But you can't. It's impossible to control everything around you. It's impossible. You can't control everything around you. What you can control is yourself. You can control what you do in the moment. You can control how you react. You can control. You can't even control how someone perceives you because you could do all the right things in your head, but then they still take it as disrespect. So you can't control anything other than you and how you react. So play it cool. That's my character, and it's documented. You hear me? Part of me doing these videos too are for me to hold myself accountable because think about it. When you post something online, somebody gonna see it. So all the people that see it, whether you know them, you don't, you gotta hold yourself to that standard that you set for yourself. You know, you're not gonna go post something online and then do the complete opposite. If you do, then now you're a hypocrite. And I'm not a hypocrite, bro. What I do and what I say, it aligns. So that being said, like, I rather say the positive because in real life, I'm usually gonna pick the positive. I might talk like I'm gonna do the negative, but I'm just talking. I only do the negative on my back, like when I'm forced to. Like if you put me in a position where you're like you're forcing my hand, then you might see that side. But even in the situation that I spoke about earlier with the bread, many people in this situation would be showing the other side, but my folks is telling me my demon side because we just dropped the song Demon. So he was like, sometimes you gotta tap into your demon. But the way I see it, it's better if you put yourself in a place where you give grace because imagine, let's say later on in life, these people that, are holding up the chicken, what if one day they're doing a show for me? And I might be in a position where I might hold up one of their bread on accident or some shit. And like, what if roles are switched? I'm gonna want this individual to chill. I'm not gonna want him to come to my whatever, shoot the shit up or do something crazy. So you know what I mean? If you see it like that, then you can rationalize being calm. Fuck it, you see the J, fuck it. Okay. So yeah, this is Man Akimo. I just wanted to make this quick live. Thank you guys for tuning in. See ya. Oh yeah, before I go, one day at a time, young man. Oh, what's that on my eye? One day at a time. It's all gonna make sense. You're almost there. You're literally almost there, bro. You know what you just did. Go stream Outside. Go stream Vengeance. Go stream Cocoon. Dungeon Files Cocoon. I really hit people with a 3-piece this year while going through the most, man, niggas don't know. I hit people with a 3-piece and I could drop 2 more if I wanted to before the end of the year. So I might do something like that, you hear me? Y'all keep playing with me like that, I'm gonna keep dropping to show y'all I'm really him. Now see ya. See ya.